Some of you absolutely scare me with your reading stamina, and although I am attempting the 24-hour reading challenge, I do it a little bit differently. So welcome to my version of the 24-hour readathon. Reading for 24 hours straight is not good for my body, and so I do spread it out over 2 or 3 days. This one took me 3 days and I read 2.5 books. So let's talk about those books and see how many pages I read. I started on page 68 of Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston, and I absolutely loved this book. Ashley Poston is just quickly becoming one of my all-time favorite authors. I just love her books so much. This was such a cute musical romance with some magical realism like Ashley Poston does best, and I highly recommend it. I finished this one on the first day, and I felt like I needed to change up my pace a little bit, so I picked up a thriller. I've heard very mixed reviews about The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, but I decided to go ahead and give it a try, and I actually really enjoyed it. However, I was home alone this weekend, and I don't think this was the right vibe. I was getting very spooked out, but I guess lesson learned that maybe I just shouldn't read any thrillers while I'm home alone. The best way I've thought to describe a Riley Sager thriller is that sometimes they're just very ridiculous, kind of like a Frida McFadden thriller. However, I do think Riley Sager's books have a little more depth to them, and so if that's what you're looking for, I think his books would be a great option. So was The House Across the Lake the best thriller I've ever read? Absolutely not. This book had several twists that were very outlandish, and I'm not really sure how to feel about it. But if you like your books to be addictive and twisty, I do think this one hit those marks. By the time I finished, I only had 2.5 hours left, and so I decided to pick an easier book to read, and that was my reread of The Sea of Monsters to help prepare me for season 2 of the Disney Plus Percy Jackson show. I haven't read this book or series since middle school, and it's been so much fun rereading them. I got to page 134, and that was my whole 24 hours. This brings my total page count to 772 pages. Not too bad. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!